What's up, guys? Today I'm riding my old Triumph T100 Bonneville. I owned this for about a year and then ended up selling it to my dad. So it's still in the family, so I can ride it on vacation. Put about 1,500 miles on it in almost a year. So it's got 6,400 miles and it's 2005, the carbureted version. Really smooth and easy to ride. And I sold it because I was a little bored. I think I like going faster, having more power, and stopping sooner. This is basically just like a little cruiser. Oop. And the person in front of me on the Harley is my dad. We don't go riding much because I live across country now. And I'm not used to clouds or rain, so hopefully I'll stay dry. But in California, everybody lives near the ocean. Here is just a vacation destination. And right now it's a little bit after, a few days after Christmas in 2016, so it's a little dead. Where are we going? Ah! Oh yeah, and I don't know where I'm going. I'm just following him, so I gotta pay attention. Yeah. Oh, I can lock the tire up on this bike pretty easy. Make a loud squeak when I'm coming to the stoplight. There's a lot of sand on the road out here, so you got to be careful. Yes, sir. Riding out to a Moto Guzzi BMW dealer in where is it? Pensacola, Florida. Just like half hour away. Car. Shitty car. Yeah, one thing about southern Alabama that's different from California, the one thing I noticed the most is that everything's so open and flat. Where I'm at, it's pretty hilly and there's a lot of houses all compacted together. Out here, everything's really, really open. Not that exciting, but yeah. And there are no twisty roads. Everything's a highway, basically. And there's clouds, so it's not super bright. Like, no clouds is pretty cool, and it's always beautiful, but the sun is freaking bright as crap. Huh? What'd I forget? Oh. But yeah, this bike is super easy to ride. Maybe good for beginners, but it's a little heavy. For me, it's not too bad, but if you're a smaller stature, you should be able to fit on it. It's pretty low. But yeah, it's a great bike. It's just, I like faster stuff, faster bikes. I like scaring myself sometimes, and on this you really can't. And the brakes aren't all that good, but I mean, I guess it's better than a Harley. I'm sad this bike is really dirty now. I used to keep it immaculate. My dad let his friend ride it, and it got rained on, and all the dirt from the road got all over it. I think I'm gonna melt. It's raining. Californians aren't used to this. We're like a snowman in the summer. It's gonna turn to mush. So far, this bike is really comfortable. Before, when I owned it, I had clip-ons. My dad put it back to stock. I like the clip-ons. You're not leaned over too far. You can kind of rest your elbows on your knees. It's not really like a sport bike so much, so I didn't mind it, but he's old, so put it back to stock, and it's pretty comfortable so far. It's got these big Built-Well grips, and the seat is soft, which I usually don't like soft seats because I kind of mush into the seat, and then parts of me go to sleep. So my bikes have pretty hard seats, and you kind of just your legs kind of support you. This one's soft. So far it's not too bad. We haven't been riding that long yet though. But as far as comfort, that sounded very southern. Comfort. I don't know how to say it. Comfort. Anyway, as far as comfort goes, bike's pretty good. Pretty easy to ride, pretty soft. Suspension is soft. You know, I'm not that big of a guy, but if you are, you might need to get new springs and fork oil and click the adjusters on the shocks. But it's a pretty easy ride. Pretty smooth, pretty gentle. It does make very mechanical noises if you aren't used to it. It sounds like a ticking valve. I guess that's what it is. The valves are ticking, but it's okay. My bikes don't make that noise, so when you get on this, it's a little disconcerting. And since the bike doesn't really go that fast, it makes me not want to speed. You can sit at 90 and ride, but it's a little difficult. The bike will do it, but it doesn't like it. It's not happy. But, you know, cruising 65, 70 is pretty easy. And since it doesn't have the balls to do, you know, 150, 160, it doesn't, you don't want to speed. So you cruise. It's more like a cruiser. That's not a Harley. But if you have friends on sport bikes and you get on a Bonneville and try to keep up, it's going to be difficult. I've done it before, sort of, but it's hard. Pretty sure the #1 drug of Florida is bath salts. Maybe I won't get attacked by a bath salt zombie when I'm over here. Oh man, what do we got here? Probably smuggling meth. Okay. So we're headed to a couple of dealers, and I don't know which one we're going to first. There's nothing really to do down here besides ride go-karts, putt-putt, eat really shitty fried food, and look at motorcycles. Oh man, the second traffic incident in a mile. Somebody's laying on the ground. Uh-oh. Too bad we can't lane split. Somebody got rear-ended, high on meth. Burnout pit. Go to the burnout pit. That's what most women in Florida are, just a burnout pit. So we just got done looking at some Harleys, and it's an Indian BMW dealership, and now we're on our way to Whataburger. It's supposed to be pretty good. It's like the In and Out of the South. Clear. So another thing about Florida that's different from California, the speed limits are super low. Right here in this highway, it's 45. That's crazy. That's so slow. In California, the little small back roads are 55. A road like this would be 55 or 60. Man, 45 is just way too slow. I would be dying right now if I was on my one of my super bikes. I'd probably get a ticket. I don't know if this is a back bay, if this is saltwater, freshwater. I think it should be saltwater. Kind of cool. Is that a cop? No. 45. 45 miles an hour. So we just checked out a KTM Triumph Ducati dealer in Pensacola. They had a decent selection and a really cute boxer dog. Yeah, nothing really to do out here besides look at bikes and watch people crash into each other.